All right, y'all. What up? What up? What up? Welcome to another episode of Our Ventures. I'm here with my homeboy Chris from Jamal,
What's the deal, y'all?
and we're gonna be doing a movie review on Us and kind of going through everything. When it comes to the cast, I don't feel like going through naming everybody. You can look at the cast, but it was written and directed by Jordan Peele from Nope, Get Out, and then was there another movie
And
coming out soon?
I think he produced Candyman. I think.
Okay, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did produce Candyman, and then does he have another one coming out calling like something else that's like weird, like There, maybe something like that on that line?
I don't know. He probably is though.
But I'm not gonna lie, the movie's smooth for what it is. I don't think it's as good as Get Out or Nope, but like all together, I think we talked about it. I'll probably give it a 3. What about you, Chris?
I'll probably give this movie like a. Well, am I rating this out of all the movies he's made?
I rated 3 out of like just in general, like 1 to 5 type deal.
Okay. I'll give it a 6. Honestly.
Gotcha.
Oh, no,
Because
he's making a new movie.
you say he is.
Yep, he is.
What's it called?
It's called Abruptio. What is it called? Yeah, it's like everybody's a puppet or something like that.
Oh wow.
Just be crazy, yeah.
So if we, like, let's get the ball rolling on this for us. Pretty much, it's set in the present, but it starts off in the late '80s, 1986. So it starts off with a quote, and the quote is, "There are thousands of miles of tunnels beneath the continental U.S." That's pretty much, and I think it says in there, but that's pretty much what quote is. And then after that, we like flash to a old school TV set, and it's showing the news and everything with the what's it called, Chris? The 6,000 people.
It's like a what do you call it?
Hands.
It's like a redlining or what it's called. I think that's what's called.
Yeah, but what was it called though? For the movie.
Oh, like Hands in Harmony or something like that.
Hands.
Cause they all start holding their hands together and stuff.
Hands across. Hands across America.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's got that commercial explaining everything, just like, oh, talk to somebody, call them if you want to join, be a part of it. And like right off rip, I knew something was going on because I'm like, okay, this is weird. This is very weird.
Right.
That's a weird commercial, but hey, it is what it is. It kind of reminded me of the whole "We Are the World" situation with Michael Jackson and all that. That's what it kind of reminded me of.
Oh dang! I didn't think about that. It's crazy.
Yeah, so that's the vibe I was getting from it. And then like after the commercial, um, let's see, it goes into the mom's past. Like it flashbacks to 1986, and they're at a carnival. Right off rip, I just want to say she has horrible parents. The mom has horrible parents because they're walking around, but they are okay. At least for me, I'm not a parent, but if I am a parent, my child is not going to be walking behind me while both of us are walking forward.
Oh, definitely. Like
And
you should have your kid with you.
yeah, like they weren't even turning. They turned around like every few moments and looked back to like ask, like, "Oh, do you want to go on this? You want to go on that?" And like the mom's like, "She's too young," but still, you shouldn't have your child behind you. Like, and that's exactly how I knew it was in the '80s because most of the time something like that wouldn't happen now. But it is what it is. But we get to the what's that little game called where you are hammering things down on the little
Whack-a-mole.
what's it called?
Whack-a-mole.
Yeah, whack-a-mole. The dad's playing whack-a-mole, and the mom's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. She told the daughter to come, but she's like, I ain't gotta go to the bathroom. So the mom's like, all right, husband, watch our daughter. The husband didn't even turn around. She's like, I got her. I'm gonna watch her. And in my head, I'm like, first off,
The husband was stupid. First of all, husband was dumb. Like you gotta watch your child, bro. Like you see, come on now.
yeah, like because the mom's name in the movie that we're talking about that's having a flashback, I think her name is Red, but her real name is Adelaide.
Adelaide or Adelaide.
Yeah,
Oh.
Adelaide. I think yeah, Adelaide. And then I
Yeah.
think we're gonna ruin it anyways. Like if you haven't seen a movie and you're listening to a review slash
You just
talk or whatever, like you shouldn't be listening to it if you don't want to be, you know, have the movie ruined. But I think the clone's name is Red, and then I think Adeline is the mom that we see throughout the movie.
yeah.
Um, but pretty much, of course, the mom walks away, goes to the bathroom. The dad's not paying no attention. The dad's not paying attention at all. So the little girl starts walking away, Red or Adeline. She starts walking away. She starts walking away, and she's just like looking at everything around her. And then she ended up going to that little fission quest, that little station, that little house, like the mirror house or whatever.
Okay, first of all, when I seen that, I was like, yeah, I know some BS is about to happen. Like, first of all, you go into a house, you go into a little, what do you call it? What do they call it? A
The
mirror.
mirror house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a mirror house. And you see no one in there, no lines or nothing, no lights are lit. You go there by
Like
yourself.
there was nobody on the beach either.
Is it right? Exactly.
And also, this is all taking place in Santa Cruz.
Crazy.
So like I'm not gonna lie, I got pissed off. I had to pause for a second. I'm like, are you for real? You just gonna let how do you just let your daughter walk away? Like at that point, CPS need to be called. But you know, it's just a movie and I had to remember that.
Facts.
So she gets in the maid's house and the lights go out. And right off rip, I was just like, yeah, hell no. And then like in the movie, um, I'm like, who do like in my notes it says, why the fuck is she whistling? Because the lights went off. She's in a mirror maze, whatever, and she's whistling. And I'm like, why the fuck is she whistling? Like, you want to be caught, bro?
Yeah, it's insane, bro. Like my thing is like, even me as little, if I was her age, I'm not wandering off into no mirror maze.
Let's keep it real. Let's be point blank about it, Chris. When we were her age, there was no walking off. If we walk off, we might as well not come back because that ass whooping is not going to be worth it.
Facts.
But she starts whistling, and I'm just like, okay, that's weird. I wouldn't be whistling when the lights went out, and I don't know where I'm at, and I'm stuck in the mirror maze. And then not long after that, somebody starts copying her whistle, and it's the itsy bitsy spider. That's what she's whistling.
But look,
Or
uh,
you
you
said what?
know it's her whistle though. The other girl's whistle is like offbeat though too.
Yes, it was. It most definitely was.
So that
I
like okay, this is a reflection. You know what I mean?
yeah. And then like right off rip, I was just like, oh yeah, this is the clone or whoever. And I was right. She bumps into her clone. And then I'm not gonna lie to you, like a lot of people that don't pay attention to movies like this would have just been like, oh, she bumped into her clone, freaked out, and ran away. But in my notes, right off rip, I was like, yeah, she most definitely got switched out with her clone. But because I was trying to keep hope, I was just like, or maybe not, but I think she got swapped for a clone. But maybe she didn't. So I stayed hopeful. And after all that happened, like when she bumped into the clone, because they don't show them swapping, they just show her bumping into it. Then the intro starts up, and they're like in a classroom, and like it's like a zoom out of like rabbits. So like it starts with one cage of a rabbit zooming out, and then the classroom showing more and more with like desk. And like, isn't it like all white or something?
Yeah. But my thing is like, why a rabbit though?
I was thinking rabbits just because like we use animals for cloning, and rabbits are one of those animals that like reproduce a lot, and I think they also use them for cloning too.
Oh, why just think about this though? Okay, how about this? You know how people, you know how like people test on animals and they test on rabbits a lot.
Yeah,
What if those rabbit? What? Okay, this is like a long shot. What if the people in red are just so you know how they say the government's always watching and stuff? What if the people in red are the rabbits and the government took the peoples from on the surface? They took their memories and the things that they see, their memories and their appearance, and they put them in the rabbits. But they're imperfect though.
that could be a thing. It wouldn't surprise me, especially the way Jordan Peele is. It would not surprise me at all.
But then again, you also got to think, how long ago have those people been living under the surface?
Well, from like kind of skipping forward, I believe she was talking about like it's been a thing for like years, like since the beginning type shit, if I remember correctly. But like I think it's been a thing for years. And like I said, we're most definitely skipping forward with this because the only reason why the cycle was broke is because Red, the clone, switched places with Adeline or whatever,
Yeah,
like when they were children, and that broke the cycle on the bottom floor and started up a revolution.
man.
And then before we keep going forward, that let's we still at the intro, damn. But as y'all know, that's pretty much how the movie is. It's literally just it's like a Parent Trap. It's like a fucked up version of Parent Trap. That's about it.
Facts.
But the intro, like you said, we had the rabbits zooming out, all that, and the music in the background sounded something like Childish Gambino ish, like from his one album, Mama, something with Mama. I can't remember. It has Redbone. Like it sounds like something on the line of Redbone and everything else, or like Stand
Yeah.
Tall. So we get all that through, and then it goes to the present day, and they're going on. I was assuming they're going on a family trip, but I couldn't tell. And then they started talking, and I found out, yeah, it's a family trip. Didn't know where yet until later on, and like I said, Santa Cruz. And then that's when I get the names, like the mom, Red, Adeline, and then the dad is Gabe, son is Pluto or Jason, and then the daughter is Umbre,
Something like that.
Umbre, something like that. Yeah. And then like it's a vacation. They finally get to the house, and
Oh wait, you're saying the names of
the main family, the
Okay.
black family. Yeah, the dad, mom, and all of them. So like there's the mom, dad, and then the two children, a daughter and a son. And yeah, they're driving on vacation, and they finally get to the house, whatever. But before they got to the house, in my head, I'm like, there's something wrong with this little nigga, the son. The son was weird. The son was weird the whole movie.
Like he had like ADHD or something like that.
No, I wrote down some of the things he said, and we'll get to him. But he was saying some off the wall shit. I'm like, yeah, nah. Any typical black family would have not let that go by. But with it, because like the first thing I said about him, because they got to the house, they're at family dinner, and the first thing I said was Jason got this weird ass mask and doing weird ass magic.
Yeah, he had like the I like a monster mask doing all that stuff.
Oh, it's the mask from Star
Oh,
Wars.
yeah,
It's
it's Chewbacca, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
Chewbacca. Yeah,
that's I was gonna say that's like I don't know if it's Chewbacca.
yeah. And then at this moment, I didn't write down what he said, but I said in my notes, I would have got my ass whooped for cussing like that. And
Hmm.
then that's when they flash back to Adeline's therapy, and the parents are like, "We just want a little girl back." Da 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 da. And like they're pretty much arguing in front of their child, and it's almost like they're pointing fingers. It feels like. And then like in my notes, I'm like, "Yeah, this is horrible parenting." And then the dad kind of gets up, walks away, touches daughter's head a little bit, and then pulls out a cigarette, and then awkwardly leaves. And then I was like, "The fuck was the dad doing?"
Facts. But then also like now I'm thinking about it, because they took her to a speech therapist. So I feel like Red, her voice got messed up because I feel like the people from the under red, like the people who are in the red suits, they got some superhuman strength. They got to, because she probably messed up her whole voice, showing her like that.
Yeah. So, because like, so the clone Red is the child in the flashbacks now because they swapped already.
Right.
So Red, I think she wasn't talking because when they were down below, they didn't talk. They didn't know how to talk. So I think she had to be re-taught how to talk. Pretty much, she had to be taught how to talk because they didn't do that in the bottom level. Because it's almost like the Bizarros or whatever in the DC universe, where
Yeah.
everything is like backwards. So like the clones, because you peep, all the clones didn't know English. They just knew how to yell and animal screeches.
They're like cavemen.
Yeah, but then once Red switched with Adeline, and I know this sounds confusing. You just keep up with me, audience. But when Red switched with Adeline at the mirrors, the mirror maze, pretty much Red fucked up Adeline's vocals before they swapped out. That's why she sounded like that throughout the whole movie. And then Red wasn't talking because she didn't know English. She didn't know what the fuck was going on because she didn't talk in the down below.
Right.
So that's pretty much like where that comes apart with all that. But at the same, because I'm not gonna lie, the whole time, like when the clones finally do come, the whole time I'm like, why does Red, quote unquote, Adeline? You know what? I'm gonna just call them by their actual name. The clone is Red. Adeline is the regular person, but they got swapped. So Adeline was speaking properly. I'm like, what's going on? Like, why is she the only one that can speak English and everybody else just like they just all just yelling animal? And then that's kind of right there when I was like, okay, yeah, I was right. They did get swapped out
Right.
because there's no way that both these people know English because she was the only one that knew English. Everybody else did not know a lick English, like none of the clones besides her. So that kind of proved the point right there in the beginning that they did get swapped out.
Facts.
But after all that, with the
Wait,
and,
wait,
oh, go ahead and jump in when you ever need
wait.
to,
You didn't
Chris.
wait. You never watched the deleted scene?
What the lead scene?
Oh, this is the deleted scene where Adeline, she's like chained up in the underground, and then her parents come down there. Like the clone parents come down there and they see her. Yeah, there's a deleted scene to the movie.
Wait. I thought they showed that. You talking about? Wait, I didn't see that. I know they showed Red choking Adeline out and bringing her down to the bottom, but I didn't see the parents popping up, so I didn't see that deleted scene.
So yeah, there's a scene where like she wakes up in the bottom, she's chained up to the bed, and the parents like see her. The parents they find her down there. Not
Okay,
the clone parents find her.
you know what? Hold that, and we're gonna get to that once we get to like the whole dancing situation. You remember that?
Oh, at the bell. Like wait,
Like what started everything.
the dancing where she's down there, or like
See, if you remember, they said everything started when she was dancing downstairs. That's when they knew she was pretty much kind of like the Messiah.
oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah, I remember. Yep, I remember now.
But to get everything back, like go back. So we were talking about the psychology or the speech therapist and all that, and pretty much that's just a flashback. It's kind of it's important, but it's not important. That makes sense. And then we flash back into the present day, and where is it? Red is not feeling it at all. She is having PTSD from the beach. She doesn't want to be there. And like she's like freaking out. And she talks to her husband and pretty much like, I want to leave. And he gassed like the hell out of her.
He really was doing that. I was like, bro.
Like he pretty much just started just kind of he started making jokes that weren't appropriate and then just kept gaslighting her the whole time. And I'm just like, yeah, nah, that's not even right. And then what he said,
Like the relationship probably was toxic. Let's be honest, people.
yeah. And the thing is, like, she knew she didn't want to go from the get go, even before they got to the vacation house. So in my head, I was kind of like, why couldn't she just be upfront from the get go with her husband not wanting to go? Like, you knew you didn't want to go from the get go, so why even go? Like for me, I know I got to remember everybody doesn't think like me or acts like me, but if I know there's a place that I have PTSD or I'm traumatized by, I'm not gonna go. And the person I'm with or like friends, I'm gonna tell them my rip like, yeah, look, I don't feel right. I don't want to go. I'm uncomfortable.
Well,
But for some,
that's like bringing an army vet to a gun range.
yeah,
Like,
like
why do that?
no. So that just kind of confused me. And then we get right back into the sun. I'm like, yeah, Jason a little weird fuck. Because this was the scene where he hid in the bathroom while his sister was doing something and popped out. and scared the hell out of her. I'm like, he's weird as hell.
Hmm.
He's weird as hell. And then the sister, she locked him in that door. And at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, the fact that they showed us that like when the door shuts, it locks automatically, that was red herring. It was something to look out for because they put
Right.
too much attention to details to it. So right off rip, I'm like, okay, that door is gonna come back somewhere. So I gotta pay attention to that. And after all that happened, the dad gets a boat. Family's not impressed. Then the boat breaks down, and I'm like, okay, gonna have to pay attention to this too because they're showing it everything. That's one thing about movies, and I guess that's one reason people hate watching movies with me. Whenever they show attention to something in a movie, it's gonna come back.
Oh, facts.
So the fact that he was on a boat and it broke down and like whatever, I was like, it's gonna come back because we already know this is a thriller slash horror movie. It's gonna come back. Now, if this was a comedy, different logic. But horror movies typically, whenever something like that is a thing, it's going to come back and be important later on in the movie. But all that breaks down, and then we flash right into the beach scene. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know how you feel about it, but the white family in this movie, I don't like them.
Oh, I knew they was gonna die. Just the way they was acting, I was like, yeah, y'all finna die.
Like, it's not because they're white, because I know some people are gonna think that just because I said that, but
It's
that's
just what they were doing, like their
yeah,
actions.
they were bougie and very because like let's switch the families. Let's say it was the black family acting like this. I wouldn't like the black family. When it comes down to it, I didn't like this family because they were annoying. They just I don't know, and I didn't like the twin sisters either.
Yeah, they were annoying.
At the same time, not only are the twin sisters annoying, but the sister um, of Jason, Umbriel, whatever her name is, I ain't gonna lie,
Hmm.
she's a horrible older sister. You just even though you know your brother's weird, you gonna let somebody talk shit about your brother? That's weird.
Yeah, like for real.
But
But that ain't gonna take up for your brother.
yeah, oh man, but before all that, I skipped. Also, another thing came into topic before they got to the beach. They're driving, and the daughter starts bringing up mind control. If you remember that scene.
Oh shoot, she was.
She was bringing up mind control and everything, and they kind of just like brushed it off. And then this is where the brother says something weird. He said, "Kiss my anus" to his sister, which was weird.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. This whole movie, I was thinking the brother was weird, just super weird for being a child.
Yeah, but then again, it's like I feel like that's why the other mom, like the real mom, showed him like, yo, like you just like me. So I trust you to deliver this message, or trust you to like understand that like what I'm telling you is some real shit.
Are you talking about like at the ending?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know
So,
exactly. Hey Chris,
so.
we'll get to that. I don't want to confuse nobody because you confuse.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sorry.
No, you smooth. Because after all that, and I'm not gonna lie, how many he has a lot of flashbacks. Mom does.
Oh yeah.
Because after the whole car situation, the beach situation, she has another flashback. And hold on, let me see.
Oh, that dead man. No, the dead man on the beach because she's looking for Jason. He runs off.
Wait, hold on, let me see.
Or I won't say it's a flashback. It's more like a
The Santa Cruz.
not.
Yeah, the mom has a flashback back of everything that happened, and then I don't remember what, but I said it was somebody from the beach, but just older, but I don't remember who. And then I said, "Why come back if you're traumatized?" And then that's when the conversation with the white mom and Red happens. And Red was not caring about anything she has to say. And then that's when I was like, the brothers being weird, the twins. And then that's when the son walks away. Cause I'm like, this little nigga about to get swooped. I say he's about to get swooped up. And then because no one's paying attention to him, so he walks away. And that's when he sees that dude just standing there bleeding from his right hand.
Oh
He was T posing. That's what he was. He was T posing.
yeah, I seen. I was like, okay, that's crazy.
And then by the time we got to that scene, that's when Red, the mom, she realized like Jason isn't there and she's losing her shit. And then I wrote in parentheses, watch your fucking kids. Because the thing is, you would think Red would be watching her children like a hawk after the situation that happened to her, even though it's her fault that happened. But you would think she'd be watching her kids. But no, she did the exact same thing her parents did. So watch your fucking kids. And then she freaks out, grabs him, they go back to the house. And then I don't remember what he did, but I wrote, oh, I remember that's when the dad was trying to get something from the mom. He gaslit her again. And
Hey,
then,
hold up. Something funny to happen in that scene, bro. He's trying to get something from the mom. The dad too big for that bed.
yeah, bro, yes. Wait, hold on. Did I write that? Yes, that's what, yes, bro. I am happy you said something because in my notes I said little ass bed.
I'm like, bro, you know that bed too small.
That bed was, he's about 6'2", 6'3", and that bed was like a twin, and they were sharing it. I was about to loot, bro. That bed was too little. So yeah, I wrote little ass bed, and that's when the mom is telling, yeah. Okay, let me scroll down before I confuse myself. So that's when the mom is telling the dad pretty much she wants to leave, and then he's opening his legs up and stuff on his little ass bed, making it littler. And I'm like, hey, yo. So she's telling dad what's going on, and what, and then I want, that's one thing I feel like in a marriage, because like we said in your last podcast, give you 99.99% of the trust. But like, I understand you're gonna leave things, alone and just leave it to yourself. But I feel like in a relationship or marriage, this is something that you should talk to your partner about so they understand. Because she started opening up about everything that happened and why she didn't want to be there. And the dad's kind of like, "What the fuck? Why didn't you tell me?"
Man, this is something you supposed to tell me when we're dating. Oh, you got a messed up past and you can't go here? All right, cool. Yeah, we ain't gonna take a vacation, but no more.
Yeah.
Cool.
But the thing is, though, when she explained everything, the dad he pretty much didn't believe her. And then he started gaslighting her again. And then, like,
He was.
and then in the notes, I was like, listen to your fucking wife, bro. What is you doing? And then as soon as all that happened, well, before all that, I know she went to all the children's room, tell them good night. The daughter went to her room. She shut the door, covers over, and she just went back to listen to music. Then she went to see her son, and then the son, he made a picture of what happened that day with the dude T posing in blood, and I'm like, yeah, this little dude is weird. And then like after all that happened, that's when the lights went out, and like to keep everything short of what it is, pretty much it's the clone, like the clones turn off the lights and they're pretty much um all the lights went off and pretty much like everything is going on with the clones. The son goes to the parents, it's like, hey, there's a family out there. And the husband, he's too okay with everything, in my opinion. He's too okay with everything because he's pretty much like, the mom is freaking out like somebody should, calling out. Also, did you peep how 911 said they'll be there in like 20 minutes?
Yeah, after that, I'm like, bro, like 20 minutes, they on my lawn.
That's what I'm saying. They said 20 minutes. And I'm not gonna lie, within 20 minutes, like she said there'll be 20 minutes. And then within the clone family being there and the dad trying to be big bad guy, like 6 minutes went past and they said 14. And the thing that pisses me off is the dad's gonna grab a bat, go outside, talk shit. And I'm like, bro, there is what was it, 4 against 1? Like,
Literally.
you're not gonna win that battle with a bat. And then as soon as I seen the clone son fucking crawl off in all fours, I said, fuck no. Wait, no. Chris,
Man,
you seen how he ran off?
bro, he ran like freaking Spider Monkey in Ben 10. But dog, after I seen that, I was like, yeah, nah, this thing messed up.
Man, yeah. As soon as I seen him crawl, that's when the dad got calm and ran back in the house. And and then after they all get in the house, the daughter runs away. And I'm like, why the fuck is she running away from the group? And then it made sense because she ran to her room to lock the window. And I'm like, okay, smart on you. I get it. Cool, cool, cool. That makes sense. But then the clones start running around all the house. And then the itchy bitchy spotter whistle starts to blow, but it's in the right tune.
Mm. Oh wait, you missed the one part though.
Oh, what is it?
Remember they're in the car, and then she tells the uh, clone mom tells the son snap on beat, and she's off beat snapping.
Are you talking about like when they were driving on a vacation or driving to the beach?
Yep.
Ah, that is. Oh, you are right. You are right. I forgot about that. So pretty much right off rip, you should know that the clone is playing mom because she's not doing anything fully right. Like she might got us down pack 85% of the time, but the other 15 she's fucking up.
Facts.
And then like I said, the whistle's on beat, and that's when pretty much this is how I knew the clone that we thought was the clone was the real one, Red, because she knew where the home key was. She unlocked that hoe.
Yeah, that's. And you would think that like you'd be smart, be like, all right, well, this I am taking my clone's house, so let me hide this key real quick.
Yeah. And then this is when I wrote this nigga strong as fuck because the clone dad picks up the dad with one hand and drag that man into the living room. I said, hey, you bro, man was
Oh, then
strong.
he like hurt his leg or something like that.
Yeah. He picked dude up with one hand and just dragged him like a doll. And I was like, yeah. Also, if anybody's hearing what is it? Noise in the background, I believe it's outside, but I'm not gonna edit that out. I don't care because this is for fun. But anyways, back to the show. Uh dude was strong. He was strong as hell. And then I was like, well, the clone family is in the house, and the son clone is even weirder than the normal kid. So that's saying a lot. Um, and then the thing is, I said, the mom, the clone mom, she was petting the son, clone son, like a dog.
Man, because the mom knew she was wrong.
Hell yeah. And then I said, this bitch need to stop smoking or take a haul. Cause she started telling the story. And then here's the story. I'll tell you what the story is. It's kind of
Voice kind of raspy as hell. I was like, what the heck?
yeah, like you remember the episode of Courage Cow, Return of the Top.
Yeah.
Like that's how it sounded low key.
That mess, yeah, I remember that.
But to put the story, I'll tell the story real quick. She said, once upon a time, there was a girl, and the girl had a shadow. The two were connected, tethered together, and the girl ate, and her food was given to her warm and the food was given to her warm and tasty. But when the shadow was hungry, he had to eat rabbit raw and bloody. On Christmas, the girl received wonderful toys, soft and cushy. But the shadow's toys were so sharp and cold they sliced through her fingers when she tried to play with them. The girl met a handsome prince and fell in love. But the shadow, but the shadow at the same time had Abraham. Oh damn. I didn't hear that part. It didn't matter if she loved him or not. He was tethered to the girl's prince after all. Then the girl had her first child, a beautiful baby girl. But the shadow, she gave birth to a little monster. Because you remember, that little girl, the clone girl, was evil.
Right.
And then Embrain was born laughing. The girl had a second child, a boy this time. They had to cut her open, take him from the belly. The shadow had to do it all herself. She named him Pluto. He was born to love fire. Oh, that makes sense with his mouth because it was melted on.
Mm.
So you see, the shadow hated the girl so much for so long until one day the shadow realized she was being tested by God. That was the story she told.
And she's telling a story about herself, right?
She said she's talking to everybody. Like she told that story.
No,
So
stories about herself though. Like,
yeah, the story is about herself. The story is about herself. So pretty much everybody, both families are in the room. And at this point, she makes the mom. Oh. Okay, so Gabe needs a. Okay, so the whole story. Okay, I had to scroll my notes to make sure I'm on the right thing. So after she told the story and everything, this is when Gabe just can't learn. He needed to shut the hell up because he just kept talking. He just kept talking, and then the clone dad pretty much hit him with a loud screeching yell, just. And I'm like, hey, but the thing is, Gabe kept talking, and I'm like, bro, shut up. And then the clone mom pretty much was like, we're Americans. And pretty much saying, like, yes, we're clones, but we should be treated with the same respect and be able to have the same lives. That's pretty much like where she was going at.
Oh, wait a minute. What if she did? Okay, what if she means like we're Americans being, you know how like I might be wrong, but like how the Americans were stealing people's land? Maybe she's saying we're Americans, like we're trying to steal this place back from for us.
I mean, it could. I mean, like movies are movie art, music, all that. They're like they're all the same when it comes down to this. When I say this, but everything can be taken differently and be subjective to anything. You could be right, you could be wrong. Everything is an opinion. So that's how you view it, and you could be right. Because it's just like Childish Gambino when he did "This Is America." He was like, "You make your own thoughts about that." So you
Facts.
could be right. You could be spot on. And that's one reason why I like movies like this because there's so much lore that you can have and like so many thoughts and ideas. Like with that one, where like you can either be wrong or right about anything. Unless the producer says, like, no, I meant it this way. But Jordan Peele doesn't do that.
Yeah, no, that junk was. I don't know. Yeah, that junk was crazy. I feel like at the end of the day, he might connect all these movies together, maybe,
I can see him doing that.
which would be crazy.
And about connecting, the clone mom, she said my favorite line in the movie. She said, I'll cut something off of you, talking to the dad, because he won't shut the hell up.
Yeah, no, that junk was funny. The mom was staying on business.
The mom was standing on business because she was just like, shut up. And then she just did everything that Red wanted and what the clone mom wanted. And the dad, no, the mom, this is where the mom got handcuffed. She got handcuffed it and all that jazz at the table. And then dad, I'm not gonna lie, I thought the dad was gonna die right off rip because I wrote dad is the first victim because he snatched him up and walked away like
But
he was like he
like a sack of potatoes, literally.
yeah, he picked him up and just start walking that no,
I
no. And
was
then
like, damn.
then the daughter, she was the second victim, and that one was eerie because the clone mom was like, run. And I'm like, oh no. Oh
Yeah, but then the mom was like, almost like kids go play. I was like, oh shoot, here we go.
yeah, she did that with the son. She made them go to the son and the clone son end up going to the door that locks automatically when you shut it. But even though the son is weird, he's smart because he put that toy right there just in case he had to run out.
Bro, he put a toy ambulance, and then there's an ambulance in the movie also.
Yeah. Because I was like, yeah, this dude is smart. And after that, that's when the clone son shows his mouth that's melted. And then it skips over to the daughter running still. And then she gets caught. And that's when they were doing well, she didn't get caught, but that's when they're at the car and they're looking at each other. And then the clone daughter disappeared.
Man,
She disappeared. And then when she looked up, she was on top of the car. But that's when that one white dude comes out the house. He's like, get off my car. And I was like, yeah, he's about to be the first victim right there.
facts.
He said,
Yeah, you're done.
yeah, the daughter runs away. And then the clone kills the white dude. She didn't even bat an eye. She just and then just but the thing is it was overkill. She stabbed dude at least what about 4 5 times.
Something like that. It was some crazy stuff, bro.
Yeah, but like there's a lot of jumping around because the thing is, after the daughter runs around, they jump to the mom asking the clone what she wants, even though the mom is the clone and the clone mom is the real mom. So she knows what she wants, but she's playing dumb, in my opinion.
Oh, facts. Cause she know like, okay, I messed up and I'm done for.
Oh yeah, and then pretty much the rest of this stuff going on is like what is it? It's pretty much just action scenes. Like the dad, he has his boat scene, fighting and all that type of stuff, and like that's where the boat situation comes apart, where the motor went out and the clone dad's trying to fix it, and he pushed dude off, and then they both fall off. I didn't even see the real dad fall off, but they both were in the water, and by the time the real dad got back in the boat, it was like on some Final Destination shit, where when he started it up, he killed the clone dad with the motor.
You know, it's crazy. Oh, never mind. No. Actually, no, they weren't. He was in the water. I thought he actually drowned at first, but I was like, well, at first I was like, dang, he couldn't drown if he was in the water. But I was like, never mind.
Yeah, so the clone dad is the first clone to get killed, and then after all that happens, that's when we go to the scene where the son runs out the closet, and the clone son is screaming, and that's when the clone mom starts following it to screams, and what is it? The real mom, the regular mom, she pretty much is like breaking free from the handcuffs. She breaks the table, and she gets free, and
The clone mom boxing her.
let me see. Mom gets so they didn't fight yet. The mom gets the son. She finds the son. But then as soon as she finds the son, um, the clone finds as soon as she finds the son, the clones find her too. And this is where I thought the daughter got switched.
You thought the daughter got switched?
Yeah, I thought the daughter got switched somewhere down the line because I just thought it was weird because she did disappear for a while and she was acting weird when she came back a little bit. So I thought she got switched, but she didn't. But like, I think the daughter got switched and all that. But oh no! So the clones did find them. Okay, hold on, I messed up. So pretty much they all somehow came together. It started off with the son and the mom. They run at the house. Then the daughter comes back, and then the dad's on the boat still. And then they all take off running to the boat. And that's when the clone finds them, and they try to chase them, but they're too slow, and they all get on the boat and go away. And then after that happens, and they're all on the boat, this is when we go to the White family.
Man. The wife family was crazy.
Because the White family, the dude with the white dad, he was drunk as hell. And his wife was pretty much like, "Hey, I heard some stuff outside. Can you go check?" And this is when I found out the white dad's name is Josh. And I'm like, yeah, Josh being a bitch and he's being lazy as fuck.
Facts.
And this is he made an OJ Simpson joke.
Wait, he did? What did he say?
Like, so when he checked out the window, he's like, "Oh my God, it's OJ Simpson." And I'm like,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's right.
I'm like, yeah, that was a horrible joke. And the wife gets annoyed. And then the twins get up. And like, I'm not gonna lie, low key, I thought the dad or mom was gonna get murked first. But as soon as the twin kind of like start saying their lines, they get murked by their clones real quick. I'm talking about the clones ran up behind them and slit.
Yeah, that was some Assassin's Creed type stuff. I was like, oh, dang.
Yeah, and then hold on, because
Then the mom's like, call the police.
and then fuck the police came on.
And then when the mom dies, you notice the clone on the mom's trying to get herself Botox too.
Yeah, wait. Before we get into that, my favorite part is when the mom was crawling and tried to stay alive, and she reached out to the clone dad, and then he reached his hand out and said, "Psych," moved his hand, and then finished her off. And I'm like, "That's sick."
No, that shit was messed up, bro.
Hell yeah! But when it comes down to it, this is where, like you said, the mom was in the room doing Botox. But the thing is, after she did it, she looked pissed off afterwards, almost like something wasn't fully right yet.
Right.
But all that happens with the white family, and then that's when the black family comes, and um, fuck the police still playing, and the son and daughter are in the house while the parents are, I don't know, but for some reason the son and parents go in the house first, but they weapon up real quick, and then like in the background, I think it was the twins, but you see this bitch doing a cartwheel.
Bro, they doing flips and stuff. I'm like, bro, what? How y'all doing that?
Exactly, exactly. But thank God the daughter and son, weaponed up because the mom needed help. And the
Right.
daughter fucked up the first twin. Fucked up. She fucked up the first twin and she beat the shit out of him with that golf
Yeah.
club.
I was like, damn, she knocked the hell out of her.
Oh, that's what it. So I said white mom putting on makeup question mark. So this is the scene where you're talking about the Botox.
Mm-hmm.
And then the dad, I'm not gonna lie, the whole time the dad is a bitch. Because he just gets chased and doesn't do anything.
Yeah, the dad wasn't really like staying on business. He was just like getting messed up. That's why I was like, bro, like why?
Yeah, if you peep the white clone, the mom, she didn't kill the mom for some reason when she had a chance, and then she ended up cutting herself for some reason.
The mom did?
Yeah, the white clone mom, she cut herself for some reason, and like she didn't kill the mom, and then out of nowhere, it skips into so after this, oh, that's what it is. The dad is still on the boat with the white clone, and they're fighting it out. And I forgot what he was doing, but he missed something. And I'm like, how do you miss that bad? And then they started wrestling and screaming. And then, like I said, they keep doing a lot of jumps with the fight scenes because it jumps back to the white wife, like fighting the mom. And I'm like, this white bitch crazy. And then the daughter, she tries to hit the white chick, but she misses. But then the son comes out of nowhere and hits her with this big ass like gemstone or whatever rock, and
Oh
just
yeah, yeah. It was like it was a stand or some shit.
yeah. And then all the white clones are dead. And then I got five on. And it starts playing in the background,
Yeah.
and the whole family is in the house now, just chilling. And then this is when I start questioning, like, 911 put them on hold, but not only did they put them on hold, they said they'll be there 14 to 20 minutes. Where are they?
Yeah. Did they ever get to their house though? Also, that's one question I had too.
Yeah, I don't think they ever showed up to the house. And at the same time, like I said, they never they put everybody on hold because everything is when they were this is when they were watching the news, and then the hands across the world thing with the clones was going on. That's when you realize hands across the world was the clones creation, because it's only the clones doing it. Pretty much they're killing their counterparts and then holding hands afterwards. And then in my head I'm like, so all the clones are killing everybody with scissors. And my comment was, "This isn't the UK. How the hell you gonna let somebody stab you?" Because let's keep it real. We're in America. Let's keep it fully. We're in America. What is the chances of somebody dying by stabbing, like in America?
Oh, you would get shot, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. You have a better shot. Like if a clone came to my house and like pulled out some scissors, double tap, beep beep, let these hollows scream. And that's why I wrote in my notes, I would make these hollow scream.
I don't think it's
But the thing that was weird though is they're watching the news and everything like it's normal, and then they zoom out and all the dead bodies, like the regular people and the clones, are just on the floor.
yeah, they was done for.
Yeah, and the wife wants to leave the house because she's like, yeah, we gotta leave. But then the dad wants to stay for some reason. And I'm like, and then the mom calls him out like, so you want to just stay in the house while all these bodies are sitting around? And then what is it? I forgot why I said this, but I said this nigga's on some Home Alone shit.
He was on some Home Alone shit.
Because he says something, but I can't remember what it was. But he was on some very Home Alone shit, like talking about traps and all that. And then I was like, Red is thinking right, the mama's thinking right, and this nigga's being dumb, so he needs to listen to his wife. And then that's when they finally talked, and they were like, "Okay, we're gonna go to the car." Bro, how do you forget your keys? How do you forget the keys to the car? All this is going on. How do you forget the keys in the house?
Yeah, that was that's a dumb move. Like in any type of like life threatening event, you can't forget the keys.
Like, Chris, I understand, like, on a normal day, you leave your keys or whatever, but like, you have clones out here killing everybody and all that, and you forget your keys. Yeah, no. Nah.
Exactly.
And then, of course, the mom goes back in there to get them. And guess what? Not surprised. One of the twins are still alive. And pretty much the mom starts fighting the twin. And that's one thing that's confusing. That's one thing that's confusing. Why isn't the mom strong as hell if she's the real clone?
Oh shoot, that's crazy. I didn't think about that.
Because even though she's been living with these people the rest of her life after like 5 or 6, whatever, she still should have that strength that the clones have. And then pretty much she somehow beats the shit out of the twin and starts like overkilling. She stabs the hell out of him, and the son watches it all. And I think the son, he's kind of weirded out by it, which makes sense. And then that's when they finally go outside. And then the daughter, this is where I really was like, maybe the daughter is a clone, because she keeps arguing with the mom about let me drive, just let me drive, just let me drive. And I'm like, bro, we're in a dire situation. Why are you arguing about driving?
Facts.
So after that, they start talking about kill counts because they're like, I got the higher kill counts, so let me drive. But then while they're doing the whole argument, talk about kill counts, that's when the clones find them. And then the daughter ran her clone over. But then the clone daughter was still alive. But then remember, she hits the brakes, and then the daughter just flies into the bushes.
Yeah, she, she flew.
Let me see. They ran, because in my notes I was like, they ran that bitch over, and then I said psych because she was still in the car, and then I'm thinking in my head like drive. So I'm just kind of speaking to myself in these notes, as you can tell, and I'm like, drive, nigga. That bitch flew. Why the fuck the mom? Oh yeah, that's right. The mom got out to check on the daughter.
Yeah, that jump was stupid. But you know, I kind of just thought of something now.
What's up?
What if the mom wasn't? Hmm, what if the mom really wasn't a clone? That's why she didn't got that strength. Me and like, okay, so what if when she really went down to see the other clone? What if they're friends and everything at one point? Like she kept visiting her and every now and then, but she stopped visiting her and just left her behind. But she's so traumatized because she seen what happened.
Yeah, but at the end of the movie, they show her swapping out, choking out old girl, and swapping out with her.
True. That is true.
Now they never would. I'm not gonna lie. I think the movie would have been better. They made you question if she was a clone or not. And never, if they never showed that scene, and you had to question whether she was the clone or not. I think that would have been a lot better. But the fact that you know she's the clone, it's kind of like, eh,
Yeah, it's kind of like all right now, like we know what to expect now.
yeah. But they finally drive away, and then off of what's the movie? No, show Snowfall. I was like, there's bodies on bodies on bodies.
Bodies, hey guy, bodies, hey guy, bodies.
And then they still driving. Then they went to the beach, and the clone
Hey,
son.
the beach, the beach looking like a freaking war zone. Like,
Yeah, I was so
bro,
confused on why they went back.
that sounds like, bro. If okay, that's like you go. That's like you drive past CCU. You're like, hey, CCU looking like a war zone. Am I gonna go up there? Heck, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
most definitely. And then, like I said, they go back to the beach. Clone son is back. Um, she gets out the car again. Clone son takes off the mask, And come to find out, it was a trap. But the son is smart because he remembered that the clone copies whatever he does. So he backed the clone son all the way up to the fire. But as soon as he did that, the clone mom swooped up the real son and took him down to the abyss. And of course, like I said, yeah, that's right. The clone mom takes the real son and she's fast as hell. She took off. She was running
I
at
ain't gonna lie.
least,
She said, "Gotta go fast."
bro. That woman was. I'm not gonna lie. She was running faster than Usain Bolt. That woman was moving.
Yeah, but like I also feel like the son got taken by the other mom because the mom's like, okay, he's like me in a way. He was like, he knows like he knows like what to do.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like it is always the weird kids or the weird people moves are like, okay, they're gonna chosen because they know some shit.
hell yeah. The son peeped something on, and at the same time, I think because she was the clone, that son. I don't know. Maybe. But I think because the mom, like the mom that was playing the real mom, was the clone. That some of her genes from being a clone passed on to her children. That's why they were weird as fuck.
Facts.
But
That could have happened though. Yeah.
and then once the mom runs away, the mom, the real mom, I guess, whatever you want to call her, she gets to the beach and then she sees they see the hands across the world. The clones are holding hands on the beach, and then she goes in the maze, and then she just starts. It's just like the beginning of the movie and everything. And then that's when we see the rabbit, another rabbit, and then she finds the basement. And then after finding the basement, she goes deeper down and she finds where all the clones were living. Like an escalator takes her down. And then there's more fucking rabbits in classrooms, just like in the beginning. And then and then it flashes to the out of nowhere. I don't feel like this was an important scene, but I guess it was. But it flashed from her going to the basement to the dad and the daughter getting into an ambulance to hide. And then it goes right back to the mom. And I'm like, okay, I guess that scene was important. And then she finds the clone. The clone pretty much telling the story. And in my head, before I knew like she was officially the clone, I'm like, sounds like the clone is hating. But it makes sense why she was hating because you took her life. Um, and then at the same time, she was so close to her face. And then so this is where I started questioning everything. I was like, so clones were created to control the top, but went mad and turned on everybody?
Yeah.
Or do clones just copy everything? But are they bizarros? Are they negative? What's going on? I said,
So
okay, clones fucking copy everything.
hmm, that could be true, but like, but even then, like Bizarro, like when okay, like for Superman, we had to fight Bizarro. Bizarro had a mind of his own. Also, he wanted to be like Superman, but at the same time, he knew like he wanted to be like Superman, but he knew like I want to live my life but still be like Superman.
Oh yeah. Oh,
But
you
then,
said you gotta go at 6:30, right?
yeah, we don't got time though.
Okay. I just want to make sure because we got a few more notes, and then the movie's pretty much done. I mean, there's some I'm going to skip though.
Yeah, but then again, I
But
was thinking also.
you are right though. Bizarro did want to be like Superman.
But then again, I'm also thinking, what the other mom took the real son because she knew he could lead the new people though. Just like how they thought the real mom was the Messiah. Maybe they're like, okay, like you could be my next like heir. I'm gonna pass the mantle down to you, even though you know what I did and what I've been doing, but you know like what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah, I mean the way I was looking at the end, it was kind of like the son knows his mom is a clone. I don't know. I like because I wasn't thinking too deep with the movie because there were some parts that were pissing me off where I was just like, I'm not about to think this deep. Fuck this. But but then that's when you remember the one beach bum they showed in the beginning of the movie when the mom was walking by herself that had the
Yeah.
Bible verse. So I was able to see the Bible verse clearly, and it was Jeremiah 11:11, and it's like therefore thus the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape, and though they wrong. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hear it unto them. Oh shit. Damn. That plays out well with the movie.
Oh, that verse.
Because of the clones. Because you remember the mom started talking when they did the whole fine thing, pretty much like God doesn't hear them.
Right.
Um, but no, that's when everything pops off. I was like, the bitch needs a haul because she's still doing that. And then that's when it comes out that the mom is a clone. Now I'm like, so it's the mom's fault. I said the clone is with the shits. Mama's getting her ass whooped. She's swinging slow as hell, but somehow, oh, where is it? Mom fucking killed the clone because of plot armor. Boo, tomato, tomato, tomato.
Oh, it was hella plot armor, bro. That's what I was like, dog. Like, this is anime.
Yeah, and then the mom choked her out just to make sure. And then I got pissed off because I'm like, this nigga was hiding in the locker the whole time. But before she finds the son, though, she started laughing like Joker. And then I realized, okay, the mom is the clone, so she's really fucked up.
But also, like, what the other mom could have put the son in the locker to be like, you gonna watch this shit tonight.
Yeah.
Like, you're in front row seats to this beat down.
She most definitely did. And but the thing that pissed me off even more is she's gonna take her son and start talking to him. And I'm like, fuck talking, leave. You just need to leave. And then another rabbit pops up, and then family is reunited. And then I was like, okay, apocalypse question mark. And then they just drive off. And then I wrote the mom is the real clone. I'd be pissed too if I was, to get stuck in the opposite world I'm supposed to be in. And I was like, this is Among Us in real life.
I'm weak. That's facts, though.
And then I was like, that's fucked up. And I was like, these niggas are still holding hands across the world. And then pretty much that's where the movie ends. The movie just ends with them all holding hands across the world.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But when it comes down to it, I don't think it was that bad of a movie. Would I rewatch it? Probably not. Probably not. But it wasn't a bad movie. Like it's not rewatchable like Get Out or Nope. I can rewatch Nope a couple times. I can rewatch Get Out maybe once a year, but Us, it really didn't. Old Girl did better than Black Panther. I'll say that much.
Facts.
So how do you feel about the movie as a whole, like all together?
I feel like it was good, but there could have been more stuff explained better and more like it could have. The movie should have been better, honestly. It's like y'all could have had some. It's like the movie could have some better stuff, just like how Attack on Titan season finale could have had a better ending. It was a good ending, but a better ending though. It should have had a better ending.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good movie, I guess, to review. But honestly, Chris, I'm gonna pick a better movie next time because this one was kind of. I'm not saying this was boring. I'm not saying it's not, but it was kind of like
You should do Interstellar next.
Interstellar is a great fucking movie.
Facts.
It's a great movie, and it's probably one of the only movies that's kind of spot on when it comes to time travel and everything else.
Definitely.
Well, not spot on, but half like actual, like it makes sense because the thing is, time travel isn't fact, and it's not fact, but it's also not the truth. It's kind of just like it's I don't even know how to put it, but pretty much they got some things spot on that I love that makes sense. Like some of the theories, and it's just a good movie. And the end of the movie, I'm not gonna lie, was that was something.
Yeah, no, that was crazy.
Now that's a 5-star movie in my opinion. I don't care what nobody says.
Shit.
Man, but that was the review for Us, produced, written, directed, all that by Jordan Peele. And until next time, yeah, y'all just have a good night or morning, whenever y'all listen, or afternoon, whenever y'all listen to this. And like I said, this is Chris for Jamal. Anything else you want to shout out before we go, Chris?
Sure. Shit, I don't know. How about this? Eat ass, run fast.
This man here. Okay, you heard it here from Chris. Y'all have a good night, morning, afternoon. You're Yeah.